So for this video, we're gonna go ahead and familiarize you with the command set. This is the pre-made commands. What you can do is you can go ahead and go through and turn these off, turn them on. They're basic commands that most bots do. Like there's the quote selection. You know, you can use that to keep quotes that you've set on your channel. The cool thing about quotes in MixItUp is it keeps it takes down the date that they were taken and the category you're streaming in as part of the quote. It's really pretty cool. You can also have the add command, delete command, or disable command. All of that stuff is so your moderators can choose to add and remove commands in your chat. Game is how you can, like anybody in your chat can retrieve what game you're playing or what category you're Twitch streaming in. A lot of these you just got to go through and decide if that's what you want to do. MixItUp and MixItUp commands. Your users can retrieve a list of your commands. I like to have those off just because I don't feel like they're necessary. Let's see. Now, any of these types, and this goes for any command that you have running. If you just hit play, it will do what it does, and it will show up in your chat. So, like, if I want to see the streamer age, I'm gonna go ahead and click play, and it won't show anything here. But if I go into my chat, it will show you I have been a streamer. My account has been active for 9 years, 2 months, 14 days. That's not anything special. That comes from the Twitch API. So any bot can do that. Now, all of this stuff. Now this one you may not need, like Xbox game. You can use it if you do play on Xbox. That's a holdover from when MixItUp came from Mixer. MixItUp started as a Mixer bot, which was a Microsoft-based streaming service. Now you can still use it, and it will go by the category you're streaming in, and it will give links to the like the current price and the link to that game on the Xbox store. Same with the Steam command. Pretty cool. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna actually start with a basic command. There's one that I usually like to have everybody learn with, and it's the it's a shoutout command. Most streamers use them. It's kind of universal, so I always like to start there. Most people's shoutout commands, they come with three different main components: the person's name that you're shouting out, the last game that they played, and their channel link. And by name, I mean their Twitch name. So this is pretty cool. This is the command editor, and the cool thing is once you learn the command editor, you know it. And the command editor is used everywhere in MixItUp. Channel points, events, everything that happens in MixItUp uses this same editor. There's only a few things that you have to get used to doing differently in different spots, but that's another video for another time. We're gonna go ahead and look at this. So this is gonna be a shout out. Now this first thing is what you see. This first box is what you see on the back end. Shout out for streamers. So this is going to be the name that you see back here in this area. So you can use it. You give it a descriptive name. You're going to be looking through a long list of commands when you come back in here. So you're going to want to do this, and you're going to want to do the next thing. The next thing will make your life so much easier. Command grouping. I like to do this one as a mod command group because only mods will be able to do shoutouts. That's kind of standard. The next is the chat triggers. It automatically does the exclamation point. Right here you can see that that's something you can turn off or turn on. But we're going to do shout out for SO is the usual trigger. Some people use or SO2. There are some of the overlay effects I've seen that actually use the SO2 just to keep them separate from other shoutouts. So you can enter whatever triggers you want to, just space separated. And we're going to go ahead, and this is the big thing. This is the big thing right here, the action list. Action list is alphabetical, and you can choose what you're going to use. This one's going to be a very simple command, so we're going to use chat message. Chat message is anything that you would like to show up as text in your Twitch chat. So what we're going to do, and this one's going to be There's this checkbox right here that says send as streamer. I can use that to show up in my chat as me, or if it's off, it's going to show up as Lodge Bouncer. If you ever need to send a chat message as a whisper, you can use this and designate the person's name here. Now this is going to be a big one. I want y'all to pay attention, be real close to this one. This is what I like to call the MixItUp Bible. So we're gonna side by side this. The Bible's up here, and the command backwards. The command is over there. All right, so since we're gonna do a shout out, let's go ahead and type the shout out. So let's see, check out person. They were last streaming game. Give them some love from the lodge at their channel. Alright, so all of those things in capital letters, all of the things that are in capital letters over there, we cannot leave that way because they will show up that way. But special identifiers are variables, basically. They are how we use information within MixItUp that you don't know when you're programming the commands. So we're going to go ahead and scroll down, and what we need are the user identifiers. So the username, or as I really like to use, the user display name, is what we're going to use for the person. Now, username is as it shows. It's like this, but for Twitch, usernames are not capitalized. Now, user display names do support capitalization. That's why I use that. So now, if I did this as is, so we're gonna go ahead and do user display name, and you need the money sign. So money sign user display name, and they were last streaming. I believe that is user stream name. So money sign user stream name. Give us some love from the lodge at their channel, and then money sign user URL. So you can see over here, it gives you the twitch.tv/ that user. Now, there's a problem here. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit save, okay? And we're gonna go ahead and do, chat, there we go. We're gonna go ahead and do shout out, and let's choose one of my favorite streamers, Super Murgatroyd. Now, SO, but take a look at what came back. It says check out Rune Mason 1. They were last streaming Death Stranding. Now, what happens is this: shout out, or the command, is done by me, right? That makes me the user, Rune Mason 1. Now, since I @ somebody, or I have their name as the first, they call them arguments in MixItUp. I have the name as the first argument. That means that if I want that name and all of its information, I actually need to use the target special identifiers, which are just the user identifiers. Keep clicking the wrong button. They are just the user identifiers with the word target at the beginning. So, check out target, user display name, last streaming target, user stream game, give them some love from their channel, or at their channel, target. Alright, so if we save this, and we go back on over to the chat, and we do shout out Super Murgatroyd again, this time it says check out Super Murgatroyd, which his display name doesn't have the capitals. They were last streaming special events. Give them some love at their channel, twitch.tv/Super Murgatroyd. And you really should, by the way, give them some love at their channel, twitch.tv/Super Murgatroyd. But yeah, that is a basic shout out command. It's very useful to streamers to share the love, to show that there are people that support them, people that they support, and to share their favorites with their stream. One last thing that I like to do, and this is a relatively new feature that Twitch has added. Twitch actually has their own shoutouts now. They're kind of basic, you can't really customize the text, but the cool thing about it is that for the people who aren't following the shouted streamer, you can, it actually shows a button, like literally a clickable button that says follow at the top of the chat for the people who aren't following. It shows the schedule and all sorts of vital information. So I like to go ahead and do, I believe it's under Twitch. Okay, nope, it is actually under moderation. And then we're going to do, okay, we'll probably delete this part of the video because it's not actually there anymore.